Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I'm in the room where we left off in the last video, except I've gone ahead and I've cut to the left hand side of the room. When I was playing I had cut out a bunch of footage because like I said I got lost. All you need to do when you get into this room is come over to where this chest is when you're on the surface, sink down. You can blow up this rock with a water bomb. And I will let you go to the next area. Now, to make myself clear, when you are above the surface, your map will look differently than it does when you're below the surface. So above the surface, it's going to be the chest on your left-hand side, and when you're below the surface, it's still going to be on your left-hand side with like a watery tunnel you swim through, and that's where you want to go. So, first of all, we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab this chest with water bombs in it. Whoopee freaking do. At this point, there's not even like any point in getting a lot of the chests because they're all really small stuff. So, let's go ahead, let's dive into the water, and then we need to find out where else we are supposed to go next, because this is actually pretty much our final room. We're going to actually get the boss key in this video. So if you go ahead and you sink down again, you'll find another boulder with another sort of tunneled area. Go ahead and blow that up. And then we can go on through there. So lots of tunnels. Gotta love them tunnels. This room is kind of labyrinthy. When you get into it, there's so many places you can go. But now you're surfaced on the other side. You saw this room when you came in, except you couldn't get to it because there was like a wall blocking you. I'm gonna take care of this guy first just because he's in my way. And there's a little grating in the middle of the floor. I'm gonna try to get some hearts. I'm actually really low on hearts. I guess I could drink that red potion, but I'm stingy. I want to save my potions for as long as I can and my fairies. Salvage them. Anyways, once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to claw shot this. Now don't let go when the grating moves, because if you let go, the switch will retract and the grating will actually close on you. So you need Link's full body weight to propel all the way down. And of course, on this big, or in this big ominous chest rather, is the big key. So, we have pretty much done everything in this temple. And we are pretty much ready to finish it. So, that being said, we're going to do a little bit of backtracking, and there is still one more very important treasure chest I want to collect. We don't have our second heart piece. You can kill these jellyfish if you want. I didn't mention before, and I guess I'll say it now, you can use Link's sword and the claw shot and stuff like that in water, but you have to use your iron boots. I do believe earlier I said that Link's completely defenseless when he's in water, and he is, but only if you're actually swimming. If you're stuck to the ground, then you can actually use your weapon. So that was just an example of that. Gonna get the hell out of this stupid room. I seriously get lost every single time I'm in this room. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because it looks the same or because there's just like so many different ways I can go or what it is, but I don't know. We don't have to see this room again though. I think we've pretty much collected everything that we need to collect. So now I need to go ahead and I need to get back across this super annoying room. I'm waiting to see if these Keys are going to come and attack me. I'm trying to get rid of them. Now I don't know if Keys can actually like knock you off the edge. I really don't know, but I didn't want to take that risk when I was playing because I already fail enough in this playthrough, and you'll also see that I completely fail at trying to grab these targets. I mean, I get so close to it and then I just fail, and for some reason I didn't edit this out when I decided to edit out the commentary. I could have, but I apologize for that. You can see some fail. It's a good idea to try and use your claw shot before the little thing comes around, and then you can kind of get a jump start on it. I was always like too late, or my timing was a little bit off. It's kind of irritating. Anyways, like I said, this is a floor that is like a completely bottomless pit, so you'll need to time your jumps correctly, and you don't want to die, so Now I gotta slowly wait until it goes all the way around. You'll also notice that Link's hat moves, which is really cute actually. You can see his little hat moves when you play with your claw shot. I'm not sure if his hat moves when he's like riding his horse. I haven't really noticed, but I noticed when he was using his claw shot. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to propel onto that, claw shot onto the ivy, and then we are pretty much out of this room. And we're gonna go, yeah, we're pretty much gonna backtrack and go all the way back. I'm gonna go back to that staircase room once again, that dreaded staircase room. Not only is the boss door there, but we're gonna need to change the stairs around, I do believe, in order to get another heart piece. So you'll see with that third thing of water flowing, we can now get to the boss room, so hooray! Good times were had that day. Alright, so we want to go back to the first room that we saw with all those cogs when we first came into the dungeon and we started changing all the water levels and staircases and all that fun stuff. Because in that room, there's our missing heart piece. I do believe it's this door here. But what I need to do first is I need to make the water flow into this room so that water fills up the chamber completely in that room. You won't be able to get the heart piece without doing this first. Because I didn't really point it out, I don't think, when I was in this room, but I will when I get there. I do believe this is the room. If I was wrong, it was stupid if I didn't cut it out, but yes, here it is. You can see there's two little ways the water can run, so you need to make sure that the water runs into this area completely, because that little white bridge is going to rise up. And we need to get into that area that the bridge leads to, and that's where the chest is. So, kind of a nice, intricate little detail in this dungeon. It kind of like stands out because everything in this dungeon is kind of dark. It's like gray and blue, and there's just this nice white fancy bridge. Standing on this switch with Link's body weight will allow the gate to open. But I'm gonna try to get rid of all these enemies first. I have no idea where these Tektites came from. They just randomly came the hell out of nowhere. And then this guy's gonna come running towards me, so I'll take care of him first. The less distractions, the better, I say. So, take care of you, and you'll notice, like, the moment I step off that switch, you know, the gate closes, so you need to just use your claw shot and quickly go on through. And that's all there is to it. Pretty simple, really. And then, of course, here we go. We've got our second piece of heart. So we've completely cleaned out the dungeon of heart pieces and any other important items. At this point, when I was recording, I pretty much decided that this is a big dungeon. I pretty much got anything that I saw on my travels. I really didn't miss that many chests, and any chests that I did miss were either rupees or arrows or water bombs or something. I feel kind of bad that I decided not to go for those chests, but I seem to be the only person who cares about that kind of thing. Any kind of playthrough I've looked up, people have only been really concerned with big things like heart pieces and things. And I didn't want to get lost in this temple because it is really, really big, and I didn't want to be in here for any longer than I had to be. So now all that's left to do is to actually beat the boss. So, of course, it's in that last room, so it's not like we have to travel very far. And I think I did pretty good in this temple, actually, surprisingly. Like I said, I really don't mind the Lakebed temple as much as it kind of has a bad rep. I really like Link, you know, repping the Zora armor, and I do like the whole mechanics. I mean, the claw shot's got to be like one of the coolest items in any Zelda game, or the hook shot. You know, I think I've said that's probably one of my favorite items. So I just need to find a way to get down to the boss door. It looks like I can go this way, jump right in the water, and oh, we're gonna do this. All right. See what kind of boss is waiting for us. I think if you smash these pots, there's a fairy. I've already got a fairy. My bottles are all full, which kind of sucks, and there's just some hearts, so. Alright. This black, ominous pit of nothingness doesn't bode well, in my opinion. Link is falling incredibly fast with those iron boots on, though. You can see this is a large arena. This is a lot of water. This must be a big boss, I'm assuming. Although I only see one little tentacle? I'm gonna swim away from it just in case it grabs me. That's not very, it's not very ominous. And this actually kind of goes back to Morpha from Ocarina of Time with the whole tentacle eyeball thing. Just one tentacle? Really? Oh, never mind. More tentacles! I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. That's from my friend, who I'm sure will appreciate that reference. This is Morpheel. Just a tentacle monster and a big mouth. Now, surprisingly, you don't actually have to do anything with the mouth at all. All you're focused on is hitting the eyeball. Once you hit it once, Morpheel's, I guess, body is going to unleash a bunch of water bombs. And they are there for pure distraction. You don't have to put water bombs in Morpheel's mouth or anything. You just have to go ahead, claw shot the eye, and attack it. The water bombs are very, very annoying, though. Now, I was really actually very lucky in this boss battle when I did this. It went extremely well for me. I didn't take any damage from the boss himself. What will happen is, what should happen is he will actually go ahead and he will like reach out his tentacles and grab you and shake you around and stuff. And you can actually swim over them and not take any damage at all. You can see here, the annoying thing about the fish is that you're trying to target the eye and you end up targeting the fish instead, and it makes this boss battle go by a little quicker. You can see I was trying to find the eye, but those stupid, you know, water bomb fish kept getting in the way. You only gotta hit the eye 3 times. And then... is it dead? Oh, no. Then you see the boss in its true glory, and I gotta say, that is a just way more badass looking boss. That's boss material right there. Alright. Unfortunately, as incredibly badass as this form is, it's completely harmless. I don't think that this guy can actually hurt you in this second form unless you swim directly in front of its mouth and actually it kind of like eats you. I'm pretty sure anyways. I don't think I've ever taken damage from him any other way. He just swims around. That's all he does. Now, this boss battle went well for me in terms of damage, but I had a really hard time claw shotting onto this eye. The only thing you have to do in this form is use your claw shot, grab onto the eye you were previously attacking, and when you get onto his back, just go ahead and start slashing the crap out of this eyeball. I do believe you have to do this 3 times. I'm not sure how many hits exactly it takes. But 3 times should do it, and then you'll be able to finish him off with like a finishing blow. So, I think what I decided to do is kind of just let Morpheel kind of come over to me. I was going to float above him and just wait until his head kind of circulated around my way, and then I was going to grab him. I mean, the claw shot has a far reach, but not that far, so there we go. So yeah, very easy boss, unfortunately. I mean, the Lakebed Temple, in my opinion, is one of the better designed temples in terms of challenge and you know how aesthetically pleasing it is and just how much I like it. But the boss is probably one of my least favorite bosses, just because it's so easy. It's a little anticlimactic, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a finishing blow here, and that was about it for that. So it's gonna die dramatically, of course, just like every Zelda boss does. Crashing into things and smashing into things and shriveling up and all that good stuff. For some reason, all the water drains at an alarming rate. I mean, you guys saw how much water was in this chamber. You saw how long it took us to fall down. Water doesn't drain that quickly, Nintendo, you liars. And then, of course, because it's a Twilight being, we go ahead and we get our last piece of the fused shadows, which is what Midna was looking for, and that's it. That's the last piece. Kind of looks like Midna's head, actually. It looks exactly the same. Huh. There it is, the last fused shadow. I'll just take that, thanks. Now, don't resent me for all I've put you through. I need this thing. Besides, we have to do something about Zant, the one who thinks he is the king of shadows. His power is a false one. I'll prove it using these. So, I've done everything I needed to. I'm sorry for dragging you all over the place with me. Are you really sorry, Midna? I'm not too sure about that. She has kind of had a change of heart, you know, kind of in this playthrough. She's pretty much a different person than she was when we first met her, but I don't know. I think she did it for her own selfish reasons as well. Anywho, I'm just going to go ahead, we're going to get our heart container, and I'm going to stop things here because we'll leave, and we're going to see what happens next. We've collected all of the pieces of the fused shadows and all that good stuff. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.